Technical mount is an intermediate position between the mount and the back. We can use it to attack, and we can use it to take the back. Primarily what I want this video to show you though, is how we make that transition from mount to technical mount, and how then we use what's called the chair sit to take the back from here. Often if the guy has some training, they're going to be able to use, they know they want to get on their side, and they know they want to do the knee elbow escape. And so we're going to take advantage of that. And before I get into the partner technique, I want to show you a solo drill that I like to do to sharpen my technical mount transition. So my knees and my hands are on the mat in the same way that I would be if I was mounting someone. My weight goes into my hands, and my knee comes forward and stays on the mat, while my trail foot posts. Knee that comes forward stays on the mat, while the trail foot posts. Drilling that will help get this transition automatic, as it's going to have to be when you make a transition when someone gets on their side with their life. So Filias is angled this way. There we go. So when he gets on his side, my knee comes north, stays on the mat, and my heel pillows in tight to his hip. I want to make sure that I get this underhook, or at least don't lose it. If he gets the underhook under my leg, he can start making an escape. Plus with this, I can start attacking his arms and things of that nature. This is my workspace for the technical mount. I can stay here and attack, and we'll give you a couple of technical mount attack options in this video series. The first thing I want to do is I want to take the back. And as you can see, his back is already kind of exposed. My hand comes under, grabs his hand, and I grab my own wrist in a Kimura grip on myself. Last thing, and then we'll go over this with more detail next, I'm going to put my ear next to his ear, put my shin next to his back, lift him up, and roll him all the way back to the other side. Now for now, we're going to take this foot and just put the hook in. But there are a lot of different ways to do back control. For now though, let's just put the hook in. The most important thing that we want to do is not let our back separate, or our chest separate from their back in the transition. So when our partner gets on his side, pull the heel in, knee comes up tight. I want my chest down behind his elbow so that now if he tries to push back into me, it's very difficult and I have him locked in place. 3 details that I want us to pay attention to other than the underhook. The heel should be in tight to the hip. Your chest should be behind his shoulder so that you can push back. You can't see this, but my back foot has active toes. So if he pushes into me, I can push back, right? So now, I'm gonna grab this wrist with the hand coming under the head. If he tries to keep it away from me, keep the wrist away from me, I just will choke him, and we'll do that choke later. But he's gonna bring his hand in to try to defend the choke, in which case I grab his wrist and grab my own wrist. Now, I put my ear next to his ear, because we want our sternum next to his spine, and we want this nice and tight during the roll, and my shin comes right against his back. And I'm just gonna lift him an inch and roll, and notice that my right foot hook stays in. We call this the bottom hook. The reason the bottom hook is so important is Ilias escape. You see how I don't have this hook at all, but the bottom hook is helping me maintain control. Now all I'm gonna do is switch these hooks. I have one hook still, right? Now Ilias escape. Very easy. So during the roll, make sure the bottom hook, whichever foot is closest to the mat, is the one that you maintain. We'll talk about that more in the back control sequence, but for now, that's how we take the back with the chair sit from technical mount. And just getting to technical mount and observing those details is going to help you make this a high percentage for you that'll help you transition to an even more high percentage.